his demons wouldn't catch him, but they'd catch her. 1. Gage. He didn't save damsels. He was likely to fuck them, then go on his not-so-merry way, if he was feeling like dipping his candle in that particular wick. He usually wasn't. Damsels were innocent, and he didn't do innocence. He fucked women who were too far gone for redemption, so he only damned them further. Made sure he wasn't the reason their soul was tarnished. He was fucked up. Some might say cold, calculating, and some might even call him a psychopath. And fuck, maybe they were right. But he wasn't about to wreck something that wasn't already broken. Hence the reason he didn't save damsels. His brothers did. Though you wouldn't say a lot of those women needed saving. Not if you liked your balls attached to your body. Gage quite liked the location of his balls, so he kept quiet on that score. Even if they didn't need saving, the women his brothers ended up with, who they happily handed their balls over to, were something special. Some of them were a little broken. He thought of Bex. And some of them were a lot broken, but none of them were beyond redemption. Gage had made his peace with the fact that he wasn't going to get what those men had a long time ago. Fuck, he didn't want it. He'd had it once. A version of it, anyway. The most beauty he'd ever hold in his hands. Then he'd turned himself into whatever he was now, after it broke him. After he broke her. And every single one of his days was tainted, blackened, and bloodied because of that. No fucking way he'd invite any human, any fucking woman, into that wasteland. So he found the ones who'd already experienced a brutal reality of one form or another. Ones who were so jaded that even he couldn't hurt them anymore. He fucked them. Hard, brutal. In ways only a certain kind of woman, a broken one, could handle. Then he left before the rubber even hit the trash can. Not exactly decent of him, but he wasn't decent, so he didn't give a fuck. So his thoughts on damsels were what crossed his mind the second he saw one stumbling down a deserted road outside of Amber in the middle of the night. He barely slowed his bike when she squinted at the headlight, not even trying to wave him down, illuminating the blood from her forehead. It was trouble, saving damsels, because that's what got his brothers married and fucked. And that's what Gage could never have. So that's why he drove past the bleeding woman walking alone on a highway in the middle of the night. Because whatever had happened to her wouldn't be as bad as whatever would follow if Gage inserted himself into the situation. But then that face, lit up for a shadow of a second, entered his mind. Haunted it, though her ghost was mere moments old. And on that thought, on that fucking face, he wrenched the handlebars on his bike and roared back in the direction he had come. To save the fucking damsel. Or, more accurately, to damn her. Lauren. You should be wearing a helmet. That's what I said, the second the roar of the motorcycle was snatched away into the eerie quiet of the night, and the man, who wasn't eerie, just plain menacing, hopped off his bike and stared at me. Didn't rush toward me, catch me in his arms as I stumbled from the pain and slight delirium, plus hefty amount of fear I was struggling with. Didn't speak, ask if I was okay, ask what happened to have me bleeding and stumbling down a deserted road in the middle of the night. No, he just kicked the stand down, dismounted, leaned against the bike, crossed his arms, and stared. Stared. Somehow his stare was more intense than the inky blackness of the night itself. It was darker. And I suspected, no, I knew it was a heck of a lot more dangerous. Because even through the dim light, I could see his leather vest, his leather cut.